2, and 1.
Hi, everyone. This is real estate coach Craig Proctor. Have you ever wondered how you can do a better job of building relationships with other real estate agents and with buyers and sellers in your community? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. My special guest is superstar member Tina Schildt. She is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, but she works anywhere in South Carolina and along the eastern part of North Carolina as well. First of all, Tina, welcome to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show.
Thank you, Craig.
Hey, give us a little bit of history. Let everyone know a little bit about who you are, how long you've been in real estate, and how you found the Craig Proctor system and what impact that's had on both your business and your life.
Okay. Well, I actually got started in real estate probably back about 2001. I was in North Carolina at that time living, and everyone had kept telling me how I needed to get my real estate license. And so I said, okay, what the heck? So I did, and I enjoyed it. And I used to work for a Coldwell Banker for a while. I was a multi-million-dollar producer with them. And then I opted to go out on my own, and I had my own brokerage for quite a while until I ran into you guys. I had operated kind of solo, for the most part, was doing very well, but I did want more, wanted better. And my husband, who was actually a lender, happened to be having a meet and greet in Charleston, to which James McDonald showed up. And I happened to listen to James, and a lot of what he was saying I knew was true. I knew a lot of things needed to be revamped, and I wasn't quite sure how to do them. I knew marketing had changed. It wasn't the old way of doing things still. I mean, you could get by, but you needed a little more oomph in your system, so to speak. So he was telling me about the Orlando conference. And so I signed up immediately to go to that. Unfortunately, that's when we also had COVID hit, and you weren't allowed to have that one down there in person. But I did do the virtual for the first one. And I really got a lot out of it. I enjoyed everything you were saying, and it made a lot of sense to me. So then therefore I just joined the coaching system at first. And then, I had a coach in Florida, Suzanne Bassbinder. And that's when you started rolling out your home sold guaranteed realty. And she kept telling me, Tina, you're your own broker. You're your own office. You really need to join this. And so I think I was back in Orlando when I decided, okay, my husband was with me, and he said, Tina, we really need to do this because it made sense.
So for everyone watching, if you're not familiar with your home sold guaranteed realty, that's the brokerage level that I have. Okay, with Todd Walters, we license the Craig Proctor intellectual property, not just to real estate agents and not just to real estate agents and their teams, but to entire brokerages. So Tina has purchased your home sold guaranteed realty location, okay, in Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, and she's spreading through the Carolinas. She works all over the Carolinas, and I'm going to recommend that you listen to what she has to say here today, because you may want to have a conversation with Tina about how to partner up with her if you're serious about making more money and working less, which is really what the Craig Proctor system is all about. Now, let's go back to when you first started to attend our events. What were the big takeaways? What were the things that really made sense and I want to know what you implemented to start to see big changes.
The marketing was major key because I'm not a very marketing person. I'm more of a nuts and bolts, type person. And I didn't know how to go about getting the things out there I needed to, really, with the different avenues. So that opened up a whole new system for me with trying to get, into the 2000s with technology and, because Facebook, I'm always just one of those, I'll like this if somebody does it, I never really.
But you didn't know how to monetize it. You didn't know how to make money with social media, right?
No. So that was a big game changer right there. That has helped tremendously, as well as, the difference with the websites. I knew mine was okay, but I did know it needed to be better. And luckily with coming along with you guys, I've gotten in touch with Chuck, and Chuck built my website, and I mean, it's doing 10 times better than what I had before.
You hear everyone 10 times better. So what we introduce realtors to is smart modern marketing. Okay. This is the way the world of marketing works. And we know this is true, that consumers start their search online. Okay. One of the big changes over the last couple of years is buyers and sellers are basically choosing their real estate agent before they actually meet with the agent in many cases. So, Tina, back in the day, the way it used to work is we would run an ad, let's say in a magazine or in a newspaper, and then we would, we would try to meet with buyers and sellers so we could do a presentation. And the reason we did the presentation is to show, how good we are, show what we do. But we can do all of that using video online. Okay, so we can actually, just like we're doing right now, Tina and I are making a presentation to you. You're not like meeting with us. And this video, this interview will be watched by thousands and thousands of real estate agents. So what we teach our members to do is, first of all, understand what is the message that buyers and sellers want to hear. What is important to them. We can't be talking about ourselves and how great we are and how many years we've been in real estate and how much we care about their business and all of our designations. We have to understand clearly what's most important to buyers and sellers. Why? So we can offer that to them. And when you start to offer buyers and sellers in your marketplace things that they're really interested in, things that they want, they'll start to watch your content. Now, once they watch the content, just like all of you that are watching this right now, if you're watching this on Facebook, you're pixeled. And that means you're going to start to see a lot of my stuff. So this smart modern marketing it's been designed to help you create omnipresence. Now, Tina you said a minute ago, I'm a great salesperson. I'm not like really, I wasn't, my interest or strength wasn't marketing, which is true for most realtors, but we have to have strong marketing to get clients. In other words, how many real estate agents watching this right now are perhaps struggling? And maybe you're a little bit frustrated because there's another realtor in your marketplace where like they're doing a better job, they're getting better results than you, but you're actually a better realtor, and it's frustrating. And the issue is better marketing. So that's what we help Tina with. Tina's the same great realtor that she's always been. We're just plugging her into better marketing. And now she's got this huge overflow of business. And frankly, she needs more people to help her expand because she cannot keep up with all the buyer and seller leads that are coming into her company. So it's a good problem to have, but still a problem. So what is smart modern marketing? Okay, you have to have the right message, and then you have to use the right media. We've got to be delivering this content to where buyers and sellers are actually looking. And the last thing to consider is your target market. Who is it of all the buyers and sellers in your marketplace? Who would be the most profitable buyers and sellers for you? That's the great thing about Craig Proctor style marketing is we can make these decisions. You know what? If I want to get rich in real estate, who would be the best buyers? Who would be the best sellers? What are the best neighborhoods? What messaging? What offers? Like when I say offer, not like an offer that we write for a buyer, but the words that come out of your mouth, what your marketing says. All of this is critical. Now, the good news for all of you is I've spent 30 years figuring this out. So Tina, when you met me, you didn't have to invent anything. And Tina, you got to learn not just from me and Todd, but let's talk about all of the great Craig Proctor members that you've met, that you've become really good friends with, who share with you and help you on a daily basis because they've had all these issues that you're ever going to have. How important has those relationships been?
Oh, that's fantastic, Craig. Because normally when you're with a company, say if you're with a big box company, you can't trust most people in there with you because they're trying to take your clients as soon as you turn your back. But that's the great thing about this whole system that you have, and the people in it is they are there to help, and they don't mind telling you things. And I mean, it's great because, we send out emails, saying, hey, I need help with this. Can anybody help me figure out how to do this? I know it's done, but I just can't get it to work. And, you'll just get email blast back from just about everybody telling you what they've tried to do, how they're doing it, and, what their success has been. And it's great. And a lot of times even you and Todd pipe in and, give your comments, which helps a great deal too.
Yeah, really, this is about us just all sharing successful, best practices. There's, anyone watching this, like, there's no need to be alone. Real estate can sometimes be kind of lonely. And there's everything you want to do in real estate is already been done by myself and Todd Walters and thousands of Craig Proctor members. All you have to do is plug yourself into it. Now, you might be watching this saying, well, you know what? I don't want to be a team leader. I don't want to be a team leader. I just, I want to have a good living in real estate. Then you should either decide, hey, I want to start my own team, or I want to be part of someone else's already successful team, where you as a solo agent, even if you don't want to be a team leader, as a solo agent, by joining one of our successful teams, you actually could make more money and work less. I don't know if you guys can see over the background right here. See, there's in the frame, there's a book that I wrote with Todd Walters many, many years ago. The name of the book is The Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent and the Rise of the Super Profitable Sales Team. And you can buy the book on Amazon. And what Todd and I were writing about 5 years ago, maybe it was longer, it could have been 7 years ago, we were writing about the fact that in the future, and it's come to play, that there really won't be solo agents. It's going to be very difficult for the solo agent to compete. That you're going to have to make a decision going into the future, whether you're going to create your own super profitable sales team or you're going to join someone else's. How many of you would think that's probably what's happening right now? It's very hard, very difficult for the solo agent to compete. So Tina has an opportunity for anyone in the Carolinas. If you're in South Carolina or you're the eastern part of North Carolina, you should contact her about how you could make more money and work less. Now, I know that sounds like what you would hear everywhere, but let me tell you how this deal works, okay? Because you got to hear me on this. Tina pays for all the lead generation, okay? So Tina, she pays my company. We help her set up all of her marketing. And our job working with Tina, and Tina's main function is generating an abundance of leads. Okay, so Tina is the rainmaker. She brings the leads in. Now, she has a bunch of inside sales agents that call the leads and qualify the leads, and qualified appointments are set up for her outside sales agents. Now, because Tina is expanding so aggressively, she needs more inside sales agents, people on the phone calling the leads. Now, 100% of these leads, by the way, are contacting Tina. The Craig Proctor system, you'll never hear me talk about making cold calls, door knocking, doing open, none of that crap, okay? This is reverse prospecting. This is about Tina's office returning inquiries that buyers and sellers have made of her. Now, if you were an outside sales agent working for Tina, check this out. Tina just sets you up on appointments. You would open your day timer. Let's say you didn't want to work on Saturday, or you didn't want to work Thursday evenings. You book your personal time off, but whatever time is available, Tina's office is going to book you on listing appointments. You would literally be going from listing appointment to buyer appointment. And Tina and her team would give you all the presentations and coach you up on what those presentations look like, because we want you to win. So, if the seller's interviewing a couple of other agents, if you're armed with Craig Proctor, the Craig Proctor listing presentation, and you've been coached up by Tina and her team, you're going to get the listing. It's that simple. You're going to win. Now, what happens is you make more money. Now, if this is true, and it is, but I want everyone to think about that. If that's all you did as a real estate agent, if all you did was go from pre-qualified, set up listing appointment and buyer appointments all day long, how much money would you make? Think about all the stuff you don't have to do. If you work for Tina, you're never running around getting keys cut, installing key boxes, taking pictures of houses, making feature sheets. You're not doing all that paperwork. That's all done by the admin team. This is why, if you partner up with Tina, you can actually net hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, not make, net. You know, I was talking to a guy, Tina, at Remax, and he was thinking about joining one of our Your Home Sold guaranteed realty brokerages. And he was bragging about, over at Remax, I'm making 100 grand. I said, okay, you gross 100 grand, but what do you spend to make the 100 grand? He said, well, probably 40. I said, well, look, you net $60,000. That's really what you make. And he was complaining that him and his wife had just split up and he doesn't get to see his kids. And he's working 7 days a week. And the guy's netting $60,000 a year. And he's defending that model. And I'm like, you don't really have a business that's working for you. What you have is a disaster on your hands. And I said, I promise you this, if you were to align yourself with any Your Home Sold guaranteed realty brokerage, you would make 3 or 4 times that net in your pocket and you wouldn't have to work as hard. So you guys should check it out, you know, and look at, if you're not in Tina's marketplace, if you're not in South Carolina or the eastern part of North Carolina, but this makes sense to you, you should book a call with me. And you can book a call with me at proctorcall.com. So just my last name, proctorcall.com. We'll have that in the comments below. And we'll have a conversation about where you are right now. And we would just give you ideas on, okay, well, this is what I would do if I was you. Okay, you tell me what you're doing and how you're doing it and how you're generating the leads and your process and your typical day, and tell me what your results are. And I'll give you many, many examples of agents just like you, maybe even in your marketplace, who are getting much better results and they're not working as hard as you. See, working hard 7 days a week, the problem is it's not duplicatable. Right? But if you could, you know, make a good income and work 40 hours a week, that's duplicatable, or even less. Now, Tina, how would realtors have a conversation with you? Like, no obligation. It costs absolutely nothing to talk to Tina. This is where all good things start, right? Is a conversation. Tina, you said you began with me because James McDonald was doing a free half-day seminar in your marketplace. And that's how the whole thing got started, is you made the decision to attend an event. You were open-minded, and look at you today, how successful you are. So if you want to have a conversation with Tina about partnering up with her or how this would all work, what would be the best way to reach you?
They could either call me or email me. My number is 843-241-6386, or they can email me at tina@tmsrealestate.com. And either way, and just, you know, tell me when they'd have available time to just sit down and Zoom or in person, whatever works for them, and have a 10 or 15 minute chat.
And Tina, we'll put all your credentials in the comments below. And all you have to do is Google Tina. You'll find her everywhere. But you should have a conversation about this, folks. I created the team concept 30 years ago. It was a concept back then. It's not a concept anymore. You should check out the book, The Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent, The Rise of the Super Profitable Sales Team. We predicted this was going to happen. Again, in the future, you're going to be forced to make a choice. You're either going to start your own successful, super profitable sales team, or you're going to join someone else's. Okay, so you've got a decision to make sometime over the next couple of years. What are you going to do? How can you have the best possible experience in real estate? You know, either your business is serving you to some level, like your business is making your life better, or the opposite. Too many people get into real estate and they let the real estate business close out all the light in their life. It ends up consuming them. Why do you think so many real estate agents don't make it past their 3rd or 4th or 5th anniversary? You know, many are called, but few are chosen. What's lacking in real estate is a great system, right? If you buy an Apple iPhone, it has an Apple operating system, right? A pilot, before they jump in an airplane, they have a flight plan. If you are having surgery, the surgeon would have a plan for the operation. This is what the Craig Proctor system is all about. We give you a lead generation system. We give it to you. All you have to do is plug it in. We give you the conversion system, the presentation systems. So we laid this out for Tina, and Tina's like, yeah, this is cool. All I have to do is implement what's been proven. Now, Tina, we have coaches, we have other members that have helped you along the way. You're not alone on this.
That's correct. And that's the great part about this is everybody's always there to help and, you know, and give you guidance. And it's easy when all you got to do is copy and paste.
Exactly. You know what the old saying is, you don't need to be the smartest kid in class. You just need to be smart enough to sit next to him or her.
That's right.
Okay. So Tina, you do a lot of coaching and training for everyone on your team. So talk about like the time commitment and the energy, because it takes a lot of time and energy to coach up all of your team members so they're having the best possible experience and they're making the most amount of money.
It does. We try to have team meetings, you know, where we go over, of course, things that are relevant to, you know, what's going on here in the office. But then also I get them, they're all plugged into the university as well, where they go in there and watch the videos with Todd and you and, you know, all the other coaches, helping them out and teaching them as well. So they're not just getting my side of things. They're getting the whole system. And I have them plugged into where they're at least expected to do 3 videos a day. You know, what you can do over a cup of coffee or while you're walking on the treadmill, you know, whatever have you. You know, so that's the great part about that is you can be learning, you know, on your time frame and, you know, plugging into things. And I think it really helps them to get a better grasp on things, to hear what other people are going through as well.
You know, Tina, a lot of people ask me, like, what is it, what's Craig Proctor all about? Is this a coaching program? Not really. This is a system. I want you to think about this, folks. Anybody can call themselves a real estate coach. And you know, there's a few of them out there that claim they're, you know, like the #1 real estate coach, and they've never actually sold real estate, which blows me away. But yes, there's many out there today, gurus, who claim to be, you know, they're going to be your savior here, but they've never actually sold real estate, or they weren't even that successful. What we're giving you here is a system. I don't even like to call it coaching. I like to call it the Craig Proctor system. Now, we coach you on how to use the system, but we give you the technology, we give you the intellectual property, and sure, we coach you up on how to use the system. You're assigned your own, what we refer to as your own entrepreneurial mentor. Everyone that you would be talking to inside the Craig Proctor system makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, or in Tina's case, millions of dollars a year successfully doing what they teach you. So, you know, you're never hearing about what's rumored to work, or you're never hearing from people that aren't successfully making hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars actually doing this. Now, a system is what's required to get to the next level. Tina said at the beginning, you know, I was doing pretty good. At least I thought I was pretty, you know, you were pretty happy with, you know what you know, right? How many of you watching this right now are like, well, I think I'm doing pretty good, but there's a next level to this that we want to
living.
Yeah. Well, a lot of us get comfortable, right? It's, I call that the comfort zone. You know, it's easy to slip into the comfort zone. You know, if you've got a pretty nice house and you're making pretty good money, you got a nice warm bed to sleep in, and you got food in the refrigerator, you might be thinking, you know, things are going pretty good. Why would I want to change this? But I want you to think about this. Is there more to this? Is there more to your capabilities here in real estate? You know, for me personally, I would never want to wake up in the morning and say, well, I guess this is all it is. This is all I'm going to ever be. I think it's human nature. We want to expand, and we want to do a better job, and we want to live up to our true potential. You should check this out. If you're still watching this, you're watching this for a reason. If this makes sense, let us know in the comments below. Again, book your call with me at proctorcall.com. It's not a sales pitch in any way. We'll just show you how this would work, explain the whole deal, and give Tina a call. Introduce yourself. Say, hey, you know what? I watched the interview. I'm intrigued by this. Does this thing really work as well as what you guys were? How's it work? She'll explain how this has changed your business and changed your life. Tina, any final remarks what you'd like to say to people watching this before we wrap it up?
No, it's just that they really need to give you a call and check it out because it is a fantastic system. I've been very grateful to be a part of it. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Life is changing. The real estate business is changing, and it's nice to know that somebody else is keeping up with that. And all you've got to do is kind of follow what they're telling you to do, because trying to do it on your own is difficult. And, it is getting tougher and tougher, out there. But, I did realize yesterday, Craig, I must be doing something right, because there's more people trying to copy our slogans on their billboards around here than ever used to be.
Yep.
So
it used to bother me in the beginning when people were copying my real estate ads and my real estate business. But they say you should worry when people stop copying you. So it's the biggest form of flattery, right? So you're doing something right, Tina. By the way, I'd like to also invite all of you to a 3-day conference that Tina and I are going to be attending in California at the end of September. If you'd like to get information on our 3-day conference and how you can get an invitation to be with us, there'll be about 1,000 Craig Proctor members from all over North America. Again, it's going to be in Anaheim, California at the end of September. And you can get information, including the agenda and the money back guarantee, how the whole thing works, if you go to craigproctorseminar.com. So my name, craigproctorseminar.com. We'll type that in the comments below, but check it out. It's a really detailed website on the conferences, on the training that we provide. You don't have to be a Craig Proctor member to attend. In fact, we want to bring more people into the Craig Proctor world, but there will be like 1,000 Craig Proctor members there and their whole team. So that's something you want to check out. We have agents fly from all over the world. In fact, at the last conference we did in Orlando, we had someone flying from London, England. So, Tina, I want to thank you again for the interview, for spending the time, and congratulations on doing such a great job. And I want to thank you for all your kind words here today. And I know you're going to have massive success moving forward.
thank you so much, Craig. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you had a great anniversary the other day.
Yes, I did. 25 years just the other day. Time goes by pretty quickly. And because time goes by pretty quickly, just to remind everybody, we all know that's true. And sometimes it's a big event like an anniversary, or sometimes it's a death of a loved one, someone we know, and it shakes us to the core. And it reminds us how quickly time goes by and that life doesn't last forever. So I want you to think about that as you go to work today. I want you to think about how you can build your business so it gives you more life. It gives you both the money and the time, because that's what you want, right? Is freedom. So you can do the things that you want with the people that you want to do them with. So that's my biggest gift that I give to Craig Proctor members. Sure, they make more money, but they also get their life back. Okay. And you can always make more money, but you can't get more time. Once you spend the time is gone forever. So I want to thank everybody for watching this interview. I want to wish everyone all the best in their real estate career. And I hope you'll take up our invitation to book a call with me at proctorcall.com or to contact Tina. We'll have all the information below. And thank you again for watching this interview. This is real estate coach Craig Proctor. Thank you.